Welcome back to SHINEPB.MEDIA. I'm your host, Jared. We got Chris, our co-host, along with Nate and our special guest, Chanel. Today we're doing a special Q&A mukbang, basically to let you guys get to know us a little bit better. And for the food today, we got Dave's Hot Chicken, a spot in LA. And to start off with the questions, we're going to get Chris to go first.
These fries are fire.
The sauce?
Yeah, it is good. Who do I want to ask first though? That's what I don't. I think I'm gonna start off with Nate because I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready, man? All right. My question for you is, who do you look up to the most, and why? And what qualities do you like about them?
Okay. Who do I look up to the most? What was the second part of the question?
What qualities do you like about them, or what qualities do you try to take from them to implement into yourself, like that?
Who do I look up to the most?
Yeah, like a idol or something.
It's easy. It's gotta be my mom, and it's not. I'm not just saying that because she's my mom, but the qualities that she has is like she has a little bit of everything, in a sense of like showing love at the right time, but also tough love at the right time. You know, it's not always lovey-dovey. You know, she'll let you know when she needs to let you know. Like,
put you in your place.
Exactly. So.
You don't learn today.
And she's a hard worker. Like since where we've came from, like when I was born to like now, it's like I would have never guessed that we've had our own home, just where we came from. So that alone is how I answer that question.
Okay.
Very independent.
Very independent.
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of people, their mom is like that person for them.
Yeah.
I mean, you grow up watching them do all this stuff and work their ass off for you, so yeah.
Shout out to the moms.
For real, shout out to the moms.
Shout out to the mom, man.
Alright, my next question. I'll go with Snow.
Let's go.
What do you do to deal with stress?
Ooh, that's a good one. To deal with it, I usually try to just isolate myself a little bit, reconnect with myself, as in kind of get things in order, like mentally first, instead of trying to distract myself and kind of leave what I need to get done left behind. I like to read a lot, things to kind of open up my mind about like why am I even feeling this way in the first place, you know? Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna do some reading.
Oh no, for sure, cause like, go ahead.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't a strong believer in like reading, especially like books, like self-developing books. I wasn't really a big fan of it in the beginning, but as of lately, I've been reading one, and it's been helping a lot.
I think I saw it. It was
Wait,
like, you're a badass.
You know what though?
That's what's up, though.
It helps.
I need
It's
a
a good
book
ass
like
book.
that. I've never been into reading either, but I might actually try it. Like, me and Teresa, we were gonna read a book. Like, we were gonna read the same book and then like talk about it and stuff like that.
That's a good idea. I think that because she's read the book that I'm reading right now.
Oh, okay.
So like once I'm done, it's easy to like relate to it. So I think that's something good to do. For sure.
One thing that a lot of people do is they take it very literal, what the book is saying. But what you're really supposed to do is just take it how you please and how it helps you.
Yeah.
You know,
Put it
not
into
word for word.
Put it into your own perspective.
Exactly.
Okay. Next question, Jared. I have like 3 questions I want to ask you. I don't know which one I want to choose.
Combine them all into one.
I'm too scared.
It's so crunchy. I'm sorry.
All right, Jared. What is one thing you regret having done or not done?
One thing I regret having done?
Or not. Or you can answer both. One thing you regret
Yeah,
having
answer
done?
both.
Answer both.
Answer both.
Having done and not having done. Like you haven't done.
Okay. Have not done is easy. So for sure, like, I obviously want to get tattoos pretty soon. So something for sure I want to have done. Just because I've been wanting for so long. And something that I regret doing. I don't know if I regret doing it, but I mean, yeah, if you could tell, like, my hair's different from the last videos. I don't really regret doing it, but, like, you know,
Something new.
it's something new, and I'm getting used to it, and everyone else is pretty much getting adjusted to it, so
Why not, you know?
yeah.
Fuck it.
I like trying different things. You know, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You learn through, you know, the
Yeah.
experiences. So.
Yeah, I don't want you to think of it as like a regret. That's why I didn't know if I wanted to ask it, but I just wanted, you know, like, it's not really a regret. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, for sure. I don't really have too many regrets, but yeah, what I want for sure, like tattoos, probably.
How's your pain tolerance?
It's okay. I feel like it'd be okay.
Oh, we had this combo at
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Bro, it does not hurt. I'm telling you, it does not hurt. It doesn't.
I don't think it.
It's
I think
not.
it's gonna hurt. Period.
It's not gonna hurt you because you have more like body mass than I do.
Yeah.
Like, it only hurts if it gets close to like a bone, which is rare, unless it's like your ankle or something, or like your knee.
I think it's just because of the mental like psych.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
It's
That's what it
messed me
is
up.
most of the time.
Because my
It's
brother got a tattoo, and like, dude, like he looked like the Hulk after he got it. Like he was so green, like he was about to throw up. Just like, I think he was prepping himself too much that he got like psyched out, and like just like he's like, oh yeah, it didn't hurt at all. Then like he looked
It
terrible.
is. It's just a mind thing.
Yeah.
If you can tell your body to just chill, you'll be fine.
What if you went on the substance? Is that what
They don't.
You can't do that, I don't think.
I know
When
alcohol,
you're
no.
alcohol, no,
No,
you
yeah.
like bleed too much or something like that. I don't know if I haven't really asked if you go like high or anything.
That's
I don't think it'll be
substance.
bad, but I don't know.
Wait, you don't have any tattoos, right?
No, but okay. So I was gonna say though, I wanted to get a hand tattoo,
That might hurt.
but then I was talking to somebody, I forgot who, and they said that like that's one of the most painful areas to get because the skin is so thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
think they're like sick though.
Even my forearm.
I think the most painful spots are like your hand, your ribs, like where bones and your hair, like stuff like that, like sensitive areas, like your neck.
True.
Behind your, I heard behind your ear is not that bad
I
actually.
always thought about getting a neck tattoo, but I feel like my mom would freaking kill me if I got one.
Yeah, that's it for my questions. So
My turn.
this is fire, bro.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
It's
It's
fire.
not like spicy. But
It's kind of spicy. Like
Which one did you start off with?
I don't know.
I got medium on my chicken sandwich and it's pretty spicy.
I got a mild.
How are you doing with it?
I got medium, hot, extra hot.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I got the hot and my nose is getting stuffy.
I don't know. I have to try the other two to know what this one is.
Oh, for sure. My first question, Chris. What are 3 areas you would like to grow in?
3 areas I would like to grow in. I would definitely like to be more. How do I say this? I I want to be more like independent, I guess.
Mm.
Whatever I do, I usually depend on someone else. Like before, I barely started driving. Like I just got my license last year, and like I always depend on someone to drive me somewhere, like to get home. Like I couldn't really go out because I mean, I don't want my friends driving me home and all that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and like I just like want to be on my own, like, and I want to be able to help my mom too. And I always depend on her for a lot too.
Like,
She gives me a place to live rent free, you know, just stuff like that. Like that's part of like a goal, I guess too. It's just I want to be more independent, like grow enough to be more independent. Another place, another thing I always say I want to go back to school just so I can have more knowledge, you know, like
Mhm.
because I just have like a high school knowledge. Because I mean I only did 2 years of community college, so why not grow more and expand my knowledge, you know, on everything. Like, I mean, it's not.
Mhm.
I always thought of it as a waste of time because like why go to school if I don't want to be there? But I mean, at the end of the day, you're learning something, so
Definitely.
it's never wrong to learn something new.
You're right.
And
Last one.
lastly, I think I just want to be like a better person, like towards other people, like, cause I'm usually just, unless I'm around you guys, I'm like really conservative, like within myself, like when I'm out in public, I'm usually to myself unless I'm with friends or Teresa. Like I there's a feeling in me that makes me want to reach out towards other people, and I cause some like doing stuff like that gives me joy sometimes. Like when I help someone, even if I give like a homeless person like $1, I'm like damn, like that made me feel good, you know. So I think I want to grow as being a better person towards everyone else, like the outside world. Like go into every situation with positive energy, you know, not thinking like, oh, this is gonna suck, or like, oh, there's a homeless guy right there, let me walk the other way. Like you know, I don't know if you can understand what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
definitely.
No, yeah, I get
that
you.
makes sense for sure.
I think people, well, the world needs people like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone needs to be like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's how
100%.
I feel. Like whenever I'm thinking about like, oh, what is my purpose in life? Like I always feel like maybe my purpose is to like uplift other people. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I always think about. Yeah.
It's actually one of my questions. I feel like, for sure, like everyone's purpose, a part of everybody's purpose is to like help each other. But yeah.
Because I just think that society kind of has constructed itself with emphasis on greed. Too much emphasis on greed, where it's like every man for himself at this point, instead of like, why can't we just work together to
For
become better,
real.
you know what I mean? Instead of battling between all these beliefs, because battling between these beliefs isn't really going to get us anywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't solve the
Yeah.
problem at hand.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. I
It's
also try to live by that as much as I
Yeah.
can too.
So since we're kids, we're taught like to be divided, kind of like the way they teach us stuff, and like social groups and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it's just the way people grow up. So you like end up being that way.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
Did you
No,
have another
No,
one?
it's alright.
Jared, if you could relive one day of your life, what day would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good question.
One day.
Oh my god,
No, I'm
One
thinking
day.
That's tough.
that is a tough.
Yeah. Gotta make me think now.
I have like
See,
10
you're
days
welcome.
in my head, like I know I would do right now.
I mean, I would say a day so I can relive that whole week, right? Would that make sense or no? Or
Nah,
just be
bro.
one
No, it
day?
has to be
one
one
day.
24-hour day.
Ah, fudge. Alright, probably like in 8th grade. It'd probably be like around 8th grade. Yeah. Probably talk to my dad, probably for that whole day, hang out with him. Yeah, probably like that.
Do you also know your knowledge? Like, say if he knows his knowledge now, and he goes back, does he have the same knowledge? Or no? Does that make any sense?
Or is he still that 8th grade Jared?
Because obviously, if he can, then like
Yeah.
he can
you
ask
would-
like way more questions and stuff.
Yeah, you would have the knowledge you have now. Because I think with that knowledge, there's specific questions that you would ask,
Yeah.
like very
Probably.
specific.
So you would be 23 in 8th grade.
Oh god.
As
No.
That's a good. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a
So any day.
that was
Is
a
that it?
tough question.
It is, man.
How to think about that one.
I like the answer though.
Yeah.
Very good answer.
It is.
Probably the best answer possible for that question.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
That is true.
It's hot, bro. Like my throat kind of hurts.
Drink your water.
I got my drink.
We're
Hey.
gonna pause real quick. Go on knownding.com right now.
Yes, sir.
I copped everything. Bro. It's worth it. Trust me. You're gonna see one of these videos. I'm worth the whole thing.
You open the whole fit, head to toe.
Real.
Come fit.
Now you can go.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
If you could spend one day in someone else's shoes,
Mm.
who and why?
Mm.
Anybody.
You guys are
Alive
asking.
or past.
Alive or past. Say that one question one more time.
If you could spend one day in someone else's shoes, who and why?
Someone else's shoes. I'm stuck between Kobe or Jordan.
I knew that.
I had a question like that, but I changed it because I figured someone was gonna ask that
Kobe or
question.
MJ, can't go wrong with either one.
Well, if we're going, based on. Oh wait, you said what? You said.
Alive or dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now I'll probably talk to Kobe, right? Because obviously.
Not talk to, or you're gonna be in his.
You're gonna be him.
Be him. Spend the day in his shoes. So you're in his body, like.
You're Kobe for
You're
Oh,
Kobe
yeah, no.
for the day. Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
you said talk to him.
Oh, you're right. No, I would definitely
Oh.
want to be him
Yeah.
for
Why?
a day, because like. He can go from having the mentality of a killer, obviously, and on the court.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be specific.
Yeah, he can have the mentality of being a killer on the court, and I feel like I have that when I'm doing like anything SHINEPB related.
Okay.
Like I instantly want to just dominate whatever I'm doing,
Yeah.
and then having that transition into being a family guy, a family man, and like
Know when
Like-
and where to play the role.
yeah, and like really getting to, because obviously he's the best at his own craft, right? Like how can you switch it so fast and not waste time?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's what for me personally is like when I try to transition, I feel like I waste time doing that. It's like
Okay.
switching back and forth,
Okay.
and I get stuck somewhere. I might
Yeah.
get stuck in the killer mode for too long, and I can't switch back to like the family oriented, like relaxed type thing. Like I get my emotions mixed up too much, so I would like want to see how that would work.
Yeah, I see that in you too. Sometimes, like in our everyday life.
Yeah, you for sure have that killer mentality.
Uh-huh.
On the court too.
That's with anything though that you do.
I appreciate
That is true.
Thank you.
That's one thing I for sure like have like tried to take from being around you all these years. Like you have that mentality, and I try to implement that into my daily life. Like go into every situation, like give it your 100%.
Absolutely, because you only have one life to do that.
Facts.
So
I'm kind of
That's
that
fine.
too.
I'm trying to.
Because like I think that's why we mesh well. Because you do have that kind of mentality. I kind of don't. So it evens it
Yeah.
out. But like I mean, yeah, like just with like everyone here is like we each have a piece of each other. Like that's like maybe more than what we originally have like ourselves.
We can all take something.
Yeah,
from
so we could all
Yeah,
just take
facts.
pieces from it and then just grow as
Yeah.
a group.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I want to answer that question.
Answer it. You can answer
I
it.
low key going Michael Jackson, bro. Bro, just imagine being Michael Jackson, bro, for a day. Bro, you're like the most famous person on earth, literally.
That's true.
For like a good solid period of time. Like he was the most famous person from like even when he was a kid, like in the 60s to like the 2000s before he died.
No,
Like-
I kind of want to answer too.
Go ahead. We can do a short. Yeah, go ahead.
I would do Einstein.
Mm.
You know,
That's valid for you.
That
Though.
is
you know
smart
what I
ass
mean?
person.
Because like, okay, I was just like how revolutionary and where his knowledge took the human race,
Mm-hmm.
and just oh my god.
Yeah, because
You
we're
know
still
what I
trying
mean?
to figure out those things he thought of.
Exactly,
then.
and for me personally, like we put his knowledge into practice to advance science even more.
Mhm.
And so, for me, I always think like, okay, really just started with a few scientists, and like look how far we've come with technology, how far we've come with studying the environment, all of this stuff, like crazy stuff.
Mhm.
But a lot of people like just kind of don't open their eyes to. And so I always do like every day throughout my entire day. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm literally like putting physics into my eye, like I'm wearing glasses sometimes, and it's always just like physics, like this,
Like
the eyes of a scientist, like why is this the way it is?
Right.
Yeah. So Einstein's my guy.
Okay. Then you.
Dude, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Wherever he
James
at,
is the
man.
GOAT.
What-
Wherever he
Wherever
at, I'm
I'm
there.
at, I'm at.
Why? So you can.
I don't know, like I mean, just his whole lifestyle, like, you know, he balls. I mean, and then plus he does stuff on the side too. Like,
Mhm.
like he opened up a school for like, you know, all these like kids, and you know, he's like those athletes that you look up to,
Yeah.
and like, you know, they have a powerful say and they mean stuff. Like, so
Yeah.
probably like that.
He's a leader in like every way possible.
Yeah, it's not just on the court; it's off the court too. So plus, I get to play basketball.
That's what I like. I feel like. Well, I mean, I don't want to get too.
Go ahead.
Got it.
Well, like I feel that's the difference between like athletes now than athletes in the '80s and stuff and '90s. Because I mean, you look at Bron, you look at Kobe, Curry. Like Bron opened a whole school, free tuition, all that, whatever. And then you don't really hear him. I mean, MJ has, but I mean like players like you don't hear like T-Mac or like players from that era, Isaiah Thomas, like doing stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it's cool to see stuff like that happen. Like they don't just use their money on like women and because they're athletes, you know, like some Dennis Rodman type stuff. Like
Yeah.
they're actually like
Get out of here.
doing stuff in the world, like, and it's good because a lot of people just see them as athletes and they're
Mhm.
humans just like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I like LeBron a lot. Like
Facts.
he's a like leader in every single way. Like him, Kobe, I mean even MJ too. Like they know how to lead, bro. Like they have that. I don't know what it is, bro.
It's like natural.
If it's real,
He's one
you
of the
can't
only
teach it either.
athletes that hasn't done anything wrong, like in the media.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's definitely a good role model to like everybody. This is my turn.
Mhm.
So I'll go ahead and ask. You just asked Jared a question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go back to Chris.
Bet.
Um,
I'm ready.
I know she asked you the question, but everybody answered it.
That is what happened
Oh,
because you
yeah.
said you're debating between two people.
oh,
And
you
then
still have one
Chris
more
wanted-
question. You still have one more question?
No,
No,
I already
she
asked
asked
Jared.
Jared.
Because that was the day
When he's with his
that
dad.
he would relive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is my turn.
Yeah,
to ask
yeah,
the
yeah,
question.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So I was just saying when you said, "Oh, you asked Jerry a question," I was like, "No, she asked you the question," but everybody answered.
Okay.
Alright.
Man,
Yeah,
you're making the
yeah.
video too long, man.
I'm just trying to be specific.
Oh, he was a Mac.
I'll go ahead. I feel like that one you kind of already answered, so I'll answer another one. Oh, this one's pretty good.
This one's for me.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It says all. Hold on. All of the people you've ever loved are in one room. Who do you run to, and who runs to you?
Who do I run to? Out of everyone I've ever loved. Oh man.
So like your mom's in there, Teresa's in there, your grandma's in there, dad's in there.
Honestly. Man. That's a tough one, bro. I think it for sure either be my mom, my Tori, my little sister, or my grandfather who passed away. I think Tori would run to me for sure, because she's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like having a little sister, it sucks sometimes, but like when you like now when we're older, it's like she's really like my best friend, like for real.
I mean, I appreciate.
So I think she would run to me for sure. I think I'd probably run to. I mean, I might run to her too. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'd do anything for her. Like I'd put my life on the line for my little sister for sure. So yeah, I'd probably be her.
That's nice. I see that too, because my older brother and I, we have that same relationship, when like we've been through so much together, and he's helped me get through so much too.
Yeah.
Sibling bonds are for sure strong.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
especially like
Yeah. Me and my sister, we've been through everything. Like our parents' divorce, my mom's second divorce, like everything. Like us moving from house to house, going week to week, like with my mom and my dad. My older sister was there, but she moved to Brooklyn like a long time ago. So, but
And she's
I've
a lot
always,
older now.
I've always had that bond with Tori. Like, yeah, it'd probably be her.
Okay. Good question. I'll go to Chanel next. Do you think we have a purpose in life? If so, what do you think yours is?
That's a question.
I think yes, we all have a purpose in life, because I'm thinking it on a scientific level.
Okay.
Yes, so yes, there's a purpose in life, but I don't really think we have one purpose specifically. I think within each person, they can have many, many purposes that would benefit the universe as a whole.
Okay.
But, also keeping that purpose positive and not detrimental to society or to another being. You know what I mean?
So what do you think yours is?
Mine?
So you're saying that you don't have a direct purpose in life.
Like
You have
one.
multiple. Because that makes sense. Like,
No,
'cause I don't think I only have one.
Yeah.
So name at least 3.
Oh, that might be reaching.
Okay.
That might be a lot, because like.
Okay, then 2.
Okay. One is to help people become more in tune with themselves and steer away from this constructed reality that we live in. That's one of them. 2 is to, just listen to people. A lot of people kind of feel alone, especially these times of days, and I know that I'm the type of person to really know how to listen and really kind of connect in that sense to comfort.
Right.
3. I'm trying to find 3 right now. Hold on. Maybe use like my science background to really help the environment, because
We're lacking science, and
definitely I think science.
the world is lacking science.
For
Exactly,
sure.
and I think we should fund science way more than we fund the military.
Yeah, bro. I
Like-
always vote for funding science, like if that's on there.
And I was watching AOC. Do you guys know who that is? AOC?
I follow her on everything.
I love her, dude. Like, so she made a live on Instagram, and she was explaining how during the time they were debating about how much people would get for stimulus checks, which it did turn to be $600, they were fighting for more, correct? So she was then also saying that the military also funded that same week during the debate 147 billion or 174 billion to the military. And it's like, why are we funding way more to the military than we are our own people who are literally like struggling, and who may, after this pandemic is over, may not make it back to where they were in the first place. So it's
taken
just
a long time.
exactly, and it's just a hard thing to even wrap your head around, to know that that's what our government focuses on and what they
It's
want.
pretty fucked.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
Man.
I'm for the people, you know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
feel
Like,
that's how I
For
am
the
too.
science.
I'm for the science and I'm for the people. I'm for the environment and its people.
For the science, bro. Shot me past chemistry for sure in high school.
And
yeah.
physics.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Alright, so I have one question left for Jerry. Oh, okay. Alright, what superpower would you give yourself based on your personality?
Ooh.
Super strange. No, just kidding.
My personality. I feel like that's the power you'd give me.
Super
Because you guys
flex.
know.
He's such a-
I know what power I'd give you.
What?
I don't want to say it till you say yours.
I don't know. A power about my personality?
Like, give yourself a superpower based on, your personality.
I don't know, yeah. It probably would be strength. Just because, like, I'm pretty birdie. Like, I'm like a bull in a china store. Like, I just go head on to most stuff. Like, without thinking. Like, you know how
Without
I am.
thinking.
So, like, so probably like super strength or probably super strength.
Okay. Oh, what were you thinking?
I'd for sure give you like super speed or like the ability to do anything right then and there because you're the most impatient person I've ever met in my life.
I was gonna say speed too.
You can't even wait a day to get your money in the bank on Venmo. You gotta do the instant transfer.
You said
Are you
1% fee?
Your patience really is that low?
Yes.
I'm a pretty impatient person.
I know. And
When
you
it
don't
comes
like
to, when it comes to some things.
if it's
Pretty
far,
patient.
bro. I know you'd be like so. If you get that super speed, you're there. Like you just have the ability to do anything
That's
like
smart.
right then and there, bro.
That's valid.
See what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that super power.
Yeah. See, man.
Okay. Damn, imagine Jared moving at super
Meow.
speed. I can see it.
I'm pretty fast.
No, he is fast though.
On the court, you are
No
fast.
doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I surprised
You're faster
myself
than
so
Christian.
fast. No, yeah, for sure. I'd
Not
kill
this
him in a
race.
I don't know. You might be faster than me. I ain't
He
gonna lie.
always feels like, oh yeah, I beat you in a race. I was like, yeah, that's cat.
In a race, I'd probably beat you. But
For sure.
with the ball in your hand, you'd probably beat me.
I think it's just because, like, I didn't always used to be big. So, I mean, I think I still have my speed from when I was a little skinnier.
You have good endurance.
I don't know about that. I get
It
tired
looks
pretty
like
fast.
Hell no, I ain't gonna
Want
do
some
that.
real speed.
Want some real speed for like 2 minutes, and then
It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, you have some good ass questions.
Go.
my turn.
Last one. Last
Shoot.
set of questions.
I feel like
30 minutes.
I feel like your questions are similar to mine. Well, everyone's questions are kind of similar to my questions.
34, 27.
Okay, this is a similar question. I think that you answered, but I'll ask it to Chris. If you could spend the day with like anyone in the world, who would it be and why?
Anyone?
Yeah, anybody.
I'd probably choose to spend the day like shadow them and just like learn what they do or like
Kind of like
be them.
like it's your homie. Like one day you do whatever you want. The whole
I
day.
think I'd choose honestly I'd probably go with like Barack Obama, Michael B. Jordan, or Morgan Freeman. I just feel like those three people, their outlook on life is so different. Like I love listening to Michael B. Jordan talk. Like I don't know, just the way he like approaches everything and just the way he thinks. Like I don't know, it's just I feel I could learn so much from them. Like just shadowing them for a day or just like hanging with them. Like I just feel like their knowledge would rub off on me. Like I listen to because Michael B. Jordan has his own podcast now, and I listen to him like talk for like I could listen to him all day to be honest, like talk, and then I mean we all know Morgan Freeman and Barack Obama. Like I just feel like I learned so much from them three, so it'd probably be one of those three. I don't know who though. I couldn't choose one.
That's dope. That's endless knowledge
That
right
was
there.
really good. Yeah. That's a good question.
Okay. Okay. My next question, I'll ask Chanel. What do you see yourself doing differently if you can redo your life over?
Ooh. Differently? Like one thing?
Just overall. I mean,
It's got to be one.
yeah, you can.
No,
make it
yeah,
one.
there's a lot. That's
There's
why.
a lot.
I was
Okay.
like,
I
I
mean,
want to
you
narrow
can
it
give
down.
like a few points, I guess.
before you act.
Mm.
I think I was a very impulsive person
Mm.
back then, and I just kind of went with the flow with everything.
Oh, sorry.
And I was just kind of like, not out of control, but I had no control.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think we all had that phase before.
Yeah, but that really is the biggest thing that I would change, because with that, I've made mistakes and I've learned from those mistakes, but it's like I wish I didn't make those mistakes in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned from, so the most. That.
Okay, good question, good answer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
These questions, man.
I know, these are getting kind of deep.
You were waiting for that answer,
We're
huh?
good at
What?
questions.
My answer. You're like, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say?
That's why she
Let
got
me hear. Let me
That's
hear.
Okay, so the last question. It's a simple question. When COVID's over, where would be the first place you'd want to take a trip to, and why?
Sorry.
If you when COVID's over, where's the first place you'd want to take a trip to, and why? Anywhere.
Good thing there's a why in that question, because my answer is Disneyland.
Ooh,
But
can't
the-
go wrong.
Yeah,
Disney,
but the
man.
reason for Disneyland is because, like, since a kid, like, Disneyland has always been like a special place for me, just because it's so,
The memories, man.
it's
Mhm.
just full of imagination, and like how my mind is like I am like to imagine a lot of things, and like how I create a lot of things is from my imagination.
Yeah.
So when I'm there, it's like I feel not at home, but like I feel like I'm supposed to be there, and like I tie myself into with like the smells of the theme park, or the sounds of the theme parks, or the rides of the theme park, you know, or like the costumes, the people,
It really
or
All the
not
details.
even the people, like
All the little details.
just like the vibes.
It really is like home, though. Like,
Yeah.
I
And-
always feel like that when I'm there.
So that's why I choose Disneyland to be the first place I go to, just because
Yeah, bro.
like I'll feel more inspired to like getting back on my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Creative
that's
things.
crazy.
Facts.
You're in a
Disneyland.
creative block right now, huh?
I wouldn't say a creative block. I would say like I have a lot. I feel like I have to do. So
So we gotta go to Disneyland. That's what you're saying. Next video.
Let's get next video will be at Disneyland.
Alright.
Okay. So
Yeah, that was my last question.
So, since we got all those questions out the way, one question for all of us. Just one goal that you would have for yourself in 2021. Like, just one. Just, you don't have to like go in too deep, just one. For me, my goal in 2021 is to, I think I can do it. I know I can. I mean, I don't know with this whole COVID thing, but I really think I can have my own place by the end of 2021.
okay.
Like, whether it's with roommates or my sister, or I think I can do it. Like, I really want to push myself to, and like to save up enough money so I can do that. So that's my goal.
I like that. I wouldn't say don't try to say you think you can't do it. Like you should know you
Yeah.
can do it, because you can.
You can do it.
No, the thing is too, like when you're growing yourself, you have to change your vocabulary too. You can't say I wish this, I
True.
hope this. You say I will do it.
Yeah.
You know.
So I caught myself doing that like 2 days ago. Like I said, I hope to do like a collection, not a collection, but I don't want to give out too much, but work on the next thing and have it done by the end of like this month or February. And I was like, what? Like I can fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
Why am I saying I hope I can do it? I know I can do it, but anyways, go ahead.
By the end of 2021, strengthen my mentality in every aspect. Become stronger in as much as I can, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
so many.
That's
We're
good
like, well,
I'm trying to think of one that leads into all of the other ones. So I would think, this is tough.
I know. I'm gonna save this one for like later.
What's my goal, Jerry?
A lot of goals.
I do have a lot.
you can just like brief. You don't have to explain. Just
Yeah,
like
I don't
do
think
brief
we're going too deep.
points.
Just
Okay,
like,
you're right,
what you
you're
right.
want, just
Continue to, or make, have more connections and keep networking. Network all 2021, because with networking, obviously, it leads into like more connections to do something and create more opportunities, and not only just for myself, but for us in this SHINEPB.MEDIA, CA, SHINEPB, creating videos and whatnot. So that's one of my goals. 2021. Continue
You
to
can
network.
say more if you want.
No.
Don't
Don't be
ask.
shy. We already have 43 minutes. I'll save it for another video.
My goal for 2021 is probably just be more independent. I feel like from like 2020 to like all the way back, I've been pretty dependent on other people, and like I rely on like people a lot rather than just kind of relying on myself. And like just having that confidence of like, oh, like I don't need people to help me, I could do it myself. Like, you know, with like, you know, it kind of leads into like your kind of your answer with like, you know, who are getting older. I mean, I'm not trying to live with my parents forever.
Exactly.
And like, you know, getting a new apartment or complex or whatever, just saving up and just, you know, being an adult. Because I think that's like, you know, something that us at the age we are now, like we have to start learning how to do before like,
Yeah, stuff they don't teach you in school.
yeah. They don't teach you that, like, you know, taxes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So probably just being more independent, relying more on myself, that like, you know, it is possible to do stuff if you put your mind to it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well now you guys know a little bit more about us. We know a little bit more about each other. Thanks for tuning in to this video. We'll have more content coming soon. We're gonna be consistent, like for real. Like
For real.
110%. We doing this, like. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, stay tuned for more. We'll be back soon.
See ya. Wait before that. Keep the camera on.
I gotta finish the rest of the sandwich.
How much did you eat? How much did you eat?
I think this is the medium because it doesn't
I
taste
think
spicy.
mine was the medium because it was definitely hosed.
The one I ate before, I think was the hot. So I'm assuming and hoping that this is the extra.
I don't even think my eyes were starting to water. My nose was flaring.
I have back so many burps.
The camera's still rolling?
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Can you guys tell the camera what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow,
Oh,
we
shit.
have a special day. Tomorrow is one of our own
no
birthday.
way.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
On the count of 3, we gonna start singing happy
Okay.
birthday.
Tripping.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday
Oh
to
my
you.
God, you guys are crazy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, shit. Thanks, guys. You guys are the best, man.
Big
Thanks.
23?
Big 2-3, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you guys are old, damn.
Real.
That is true.
Dang, thank you, guys.
Oh my god. Happy birthday,
We
man.
kind of didn't know your favorite flavor.
So we were hoping strawberry was
So-
it.
Strawberry fire.
I'll put that for sure. Alright, happy birthday, my guy.
Thanks, man. Thanks, you guys.
Of
course.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
Arms are short.
Alright,
We're all good?
close it out.
Bye.
See ya, Jared.
Jared.